Hello friends, good afternoon to all. So yesterday we have seen the chain rule. Okay, suppose any function, this is f of x, is your function of two independent variables, suppose x and y, and x is again function of suppose your any variable u and v, and y is also variable of your u and v. So then we can use the chain rule for this one, and that is nothing but delta f by delta u is nothing but delta f by delta your x, and x is again function of u and v, so delta x by delta u plus delta f by delta y and delta y by delta u. Similarly, you can write for delta f by delta v also. So this is nothing but what is a function of two independent variable, and this is again depend on another variables. Then we can use the chain rule, and chain rule give a simple things to that one. Okay. So today we'll see the new topic, which is your in continuation with that one. So change of variable from your Cartesian to the polar coordinate. Okay. So basically, what is the use to change the variable from Cartesian to the polar? So in chapter number 1 in complex number, we have seen the x, y, z. These are nothing but what? This is x, y, and these are nothing but your Cartesian coordinates. Okay, and r, theta, this is just like your polar coordinate. So as you know, this is when you are converting Cartesian coordinate to the polar coordinate, the simplicity comes in a picture. So this is the basic motto. Suppose any physical problem is there or this, okay, so once you will convert from Cartesian to the polar coordinate, you will get a simpler solution, or you will get easy solution of that particular problem. So for that purpose, the change of variable from Cartesian to the polar coordinate is very important, and the partial differentiation is play an important role, or the differentiation case. So that basically you are convert from your Cartesian system to your polar system. So what is the basic problem in physics point of view? So first is your just like I will create where we can use such a system in here physics. So this is a vibration of circular membrane. Okay, so suppose this is your circular membrane. Okay, and here is one pipe is there. Now when you blow some, or you will provide some frequency, this the thickness is uniform. Okay, and the membrane is just like either according to the which frequency you are providing to them. So according to that membrane will be vary. So how the vibration of that particular membrane, the given membrane may be going up, down, maybe this side is coming up, and all this thing. So how the vibration of that particular membrane is taken place, that time this play an important role. So in a Cartesian system, we can write a given equation. This is your suppose delta 2 z by delta t square, which is equal to, this is c square delta 2 z by delta x square plus delta 2 z by delta y square. Okay, so for a circular geometry, this is your circular membrane. Okay, and this side is fixed. Consider one pipe, and over that you are attach a membrane. Okay, radius r is fixed. This is one particular angle you have to consider. Okay, so suppose I will consider here the cylindrical system. So the coordinates I will consider, this is z is function of suppose r, theta, and t. Suppose I will consider. Okay, so in that case I will get the solution for this particular equation. So I will not go into the details, this part in ty. Okay, so delta 2 z by delta t square which is nothing but this is c square is as it is, okay, and the given problem which is nothing but deva to z by deva your r square, okay, plus 1 over r deva z by deva r plus this is 1 over r square deva to z by deva theta square, okay. So this case, and the given problem we can solve using method of separation variable. So z we have, so which has coordinate r, theta and your t, so we'll put that coordinate over here and you will get one proper solution for this particular equation. So for that purpose, this is vibration of your circular membrane, so I will provide one video only how the membrane is vibrate. So for that purpose you can, so forget about the mathematical part, but for that case we have required a Cartesian to your polar coordinate system. The second is your heat flow through the circular pipe, okay. So any pipe is there and heat is flowing through that particular pipe. So around the pipe and inside the pipe, how the heat is flowing, so that we can also solve using your Cartesian to your polar coordinate system. So ultimate aim is to simplify the equation, okay, and it should be in a easy way and understand should be there, okay. So this is the case. Now we'll directly start with this. Suppose f is a function of two independent variable, this is x and y, and x is a function of, so x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to your r sin theta, okay. So indirectly I can write here the x is a function of your r and theta, y is also function of your r and theta, yes. So f is a function of two independent variable and this x is a function of your r and theta, which is your polar coordinate, okay. So we can apply the chain rule over here. So that is nothing but what? This is deva f by deva r, which is nothing but deva f by deva x into deva x by deva r, okay, plus deva f by deva y by deva r. This is according to the chain rule, okay. Now we know this is x and y we have, so this is deva x by deva r, so we write one more step. Suppose, so this is deva f by deva x by deva r, deva x by deva r, so I will get this is cos theta plus deva f by deva y, which is deva y by deva r, deva y by deva r is nothing but your sin theta. This is equation number 1. This is, you will get deva f by deva r. Now again I will use the chain rule for deva f by deva theta, okay. So deva f by deva theta, which is nothing but deva f by deva x by deva theta plus deva f by deva y and deva y by deva theta. Again we know deva x by deva theta, so cos derivative is minus sine, so I can write deva f by deva x, which is nothing but minus r sine of theta, okay, plus this is deva f by deva y is as it is and deva y by deva theta, so sine derivative is cos, so we will get this is r cos of theta. This is equation number 2, deva f by deva theta. Now my aim is what? We have to convert from Cartesian to your polar. So Cartesian coordinates are nothing but your x and y. So my aim is what? I want to find out deva f by deva x. So how will find out from this particular equation? So the given term should be 0. Okay. So what I'll do for simple case. So suppose this is your, I will multiply this equation with your r cos theta. Okay, so I will multiply equation 1 with r cos theta, okay, minus this, I will do this equation with, here sign is not there, so equation 2 multiply with sin theta. Equation 1 multiply with r cos theta, so multiplication, so here r cos theta sin theta, here is also r cos theta sin theta, and we have subtract them, so multiply, second term is goes. So what you will get for this one, so this is r cos theta, so equation 1, so this is r cos of theta delta f by delta r minus equation 2, okay, multiply with your sin theta, so this is sin theta, LHS I will take first, delta f by delta theta equal to, now RHS I will consider over here, so this equation is multiplied with r cos theta, here is already cos theta is there, so I can write r cos square theta, okay, delta 2f delta f by delta x, okay, here I will write what, plus this is r cos theta multiplication, this is your sin theta delta f by delta y minus this, minus sin theta into this one, so already we have taken minus, minus is present here, minus minus become plus, this is your r sin theta, you are multiply with your this one, so sin theta, and this is your sin square theta delta f by delta x minus this minus, okay, and multiply with your this one, so this is r sin theta cos theta delta f by delta y, so this is your minus sign, this is your plus sign, so this get cancelled, and I will take r common inside the bracket, remaining what, r delta f by delta x I will take a common, so what is remaining over here, so this is LHS is your r cos theta delta f by delta r minus sin theta delta f by delta theta, which is equal to, I will take r common, inside is cos square theta plus your sin square theta, and this again outside delta f by delta x, so cos square theta plus sin square theta is one standard condition, okay, and I will send this r to your LHS, so this is nothing but I will write this term first, so this is equal to your 1, okay, and r I will send to this side, so this delta f by delta x, this is equal to, this is r cos theta divided by r, so this is cos theta, okay, delta f by delta r minus sin theta upon your divided by r, and delta f by delta theta, so this is nothing but your one case, delta f by delta x is equal to cos theta delta this one minus this particular equation, okay, so another case is what, you want to find out delta f by delta y, delta f by delta y means I want to find out this one, so and here we have required what, this term should be goes, so I will multiply this equation with your r sin theta, okay, and here I will multiply with cos theta, so equation 1 is multiply with r, this equation will be you are just here I will multiply with r sin theta. Multiply equation with r sin theta. Okay, and because I want to find out this case now, so this is r sin theta, this one, plus this equation 2 multiply with your cos of theta. Okay, simple thing, because when you add, here is also r cos theta sin theta, here is minus r sin theta cos theta, so it will be get cancelled. So you can do this step. So what you will get here, this is nothing but r sin theta, this equation delta f by delta r plus your cos of theta delta f by delta theta, which is equal to, okay, so this is r sin theta cos theta plus here is multiply with cos, so r sin theta, so this term get cancelled. So I will not waste the time on that one, so directly I will write over here. So this term is cancelled, so only delta f by delta y is remaining, and that is nothing but your r sin square theta delta f by delta y, okay, plus r cos square theta, because you are multiply with cos theta delta f by delta so y. Okay, so I will take r common, delta f by delta common, so inside the bracket what is remaining, equal to, this is r, this is your sin square theta plus your cos square theta, which is into your delta f by delta y. So this is equal to 1, this is equal to 1, so you will get ultimate is what, so this is nothing but you will get r delta f by delta y. So from this I can write delta f by delta y, which is nothing but r I will send over here. So this is sin theta delta f by delta r plus cos theta upon r delta f by delta theta. So this is my second equation. So change of variable from Cartesian to your polar coordinate system. So delta f by delta. So this is partial differentiation is play an important role to simplify this particular equation, because you have Cartesian system and you want to convert that into the polar coordinate in order to simplify, just like your two-dimensional vibration. Okay, you want to find out. So delta f by delta x is cos theta delta f by delta r minus sin theta upon r delta f by delta theta. Okay, same. So we have find out delta f by delta y also, sin theta. So what we have taken here, we have taken f is a function of two variable x and y. Again x is depend upon r and theta, these are nothing but your polar coordinate. We apply the chain rule over here. So delta f by delta r, because x is depend upon your two variables, so that's why delta f by delta r, this is 1. We will find out delta x by delta r using this particular, so I will get cos theta in all this. I will get measure these two equations, this is one equation and this is another equation. Okay, so my aim is what, we have to find out the partial differentiation with respect to the Cartesian. So this I want to find out. So for that purpose I have multiplied the equation 1 with r cos theta minus r sin theta. Okay, so this we have subtracted and I will get this particular equation. Second equation, second aim, I want to find out delta f by delta y. So for that purpose we have taken this and you will get both this particular equation. Okay, so you will get, so I will take one problem, so how we can do that particular thing, so that you will understand. Okay, so please remember these two equations. So many times they will ask the problem sometime related to this one. So instead of solving big the things, they can ask the simple thing over here. So f is just like if f is your x square plus your y square raised to half and y by x into y by x, and obtain deva f by deva x directly or change of variable with r and theta. Okay, so this is your aim is deva f by deva x you want to obtain, and they have given f is equal to this particular, and using the variable r and theta. Direct mode is what I'll do. Suppose deva f by deva x I am to find out, so I can take this is deva x by deva, so this is one, this is another, so I will partiate this one first, I will keep this constant. Okay, so this is nothing but what, half time x square plus your y square raised to half minus 1 into derivative of this x square is your twice x into y by x is as it is, plus this is constant x square plus your y square raised to half, okay, and y by x, so derivative is y upon x square, 1 by x derivative is minus 1 by x square. So here 2 get cancelled, x is also get cancelled, and half minus 1 is minus half, so it is coming down. So finally you will get y upon this is x square plus y square raised to half, okay, minus sign over here this, and this is y upon x square, and this term is your x square plus y square raised to half. Okay, so this equation you will get in a direct way. So how we can do with your Cartesian to the polar coordinate system? So this is simple. So as you know, this is x is equal to what? X is equal to your r cos of theta, y is equal to your r sin theta. Okay, here we have required what? This is x square plus your y square, which is nothing but your r square. Okay, so that things we can do here. So my aim is what? This is deva f by deva x, which is nothing but what? Just we have find out this particular case. So deva f by deva x is nothing but your cos theta deva f by deva r, okay, minus sin theta upon r deva f by deva theta. Yes, so this will be the case. Now here f with respect to what you have to find out, r and all this thing. So x square plus y square we can write r square over here, y is equal to I can write your r sin theta. So f is nothing but your r square, or I'll write one more step, r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta raised to half into y is your r sin theta and x is your r cos theta. R get cancelled. Here r square is common. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1, and under root of r square is your r. So I'll get over here is r, and this is sin theta upon cos theta is nothing but your tan of. Okay, so this is nothing but what? Cos theta deva f by deva r. So this is with r, so this is only depend upon your r. So here will be your tan of theta, okay, minus this will be your sin theta upon r deva f by deva theta, deva f, so r is as it is, tan derivative is your sec square theta. So this again r get cancelled, so you will get this is nothing but your cos theta and tan theta. So sine upon cos, cos get cancelled, so you will get sine theta. Okay, minus this is your sine theta, and into this is 1 divided by your cos square theta. Okay, 1 divided by your cos square theta. So this sine theta minus this is sine upon cos, so that is nothing but your tan theta. Okay, and divided by your cos of theta. Okay, so if you put this value, you will get in earlier case, so divided by x is nothing but your sine theta minus your tan theta upon this one. Just put the values and you will get the final answer. So this is easily simplify any equation using this particular case. So this is nothing but your change of variable from your Cartesian to your polar coordinate system.